Okay. First of all, let me say thank you to for providing me opportunity to discuss this important issue. Uh, Look, first of all, let me discuss how the world responded to the COVID-19. These are the response of few countries. United States, the total fiscal budget of the United States is 3.8 trillion, and they provided a relief package of 3 trillions to their public. And then the second action was they reduced the monetary policy rate. This was 2.25 before the pandemic, and after the pandemic, this is 0.25. Similarly, United States provided a huge package, and they reduced the policy rate from 0.7 to 0.1%. And Germany, Thailand, Indonesia, all other countries, they have reduced the policy rate. And there are two actions. First, the fiscal stimulus, they provide the aid to the public, and second is the reduction in policy rate. So Pakistan also reduced the policy rate. It was 13.25 before the pandemic, and now it is 7%. So there is huge reduction, but still you can see how can it be compared with the others. At this time, the United States is having 0.25% interest rate, and we are having 7%. So, uh, what is the benefit of reducing this policy rate? There are multiple benefits. First of all, it boosts business. Suppose at this time the business loan is available at 10%, and suppose the policy rate is reduced, this is becoming 3%, then the business loan will be available at 6%. This is huge incentive, in fact, for the public to start business. So this is the strategy which governments adopt. And the second benefit of the policy rate reduction is that it reduces the cost of financing government debt. Look, uh, in April 18, when the PML government prepared the budget, at that time the domestic debt on Pakistan was 16,400 billion. And in April 19, when this PTI government prepared the budget, the debt was 18,500 billion. What is the increase in these two? 13%. But if you look at the markup that we have to pay on this, markup which the PML government decided to pay was 1,391 billion, and the recent government, this has to pay 2,531 billion. There is 82% increase. The debt increased only by 13%, but the markup increased by 82%. So why this happened? This happened because of the policy rate. Now you can see between 19 and 20, there was 25% rise in the debt. But the markup payment is not increasing that much. This is increasing only 4%. 25% is the rise in the debt. The markup is increasing only by 4%. Why there is this sharp reduction? This is because of the policy rate again. Because of the pandemic, they have to reduce the policy rate, and this reduction has caused the markup payment to reduce. Look, where are we consuming our budget? You can see on this screen, this is the budget allocation. The maximum allocation goes to markup on domestic debt. And this is what we have, what the government can decide. This is associated with the policy rate. And the government is able to decide the policy rate. If they decide the policy rate to be 2%, the markup on the domestic debt will be 2%, and all this allocation will become equal to something very small. This will become equal to 600 billion only. And what will happen? You will have a large fiscal space, and you can accommodate many things on this. But what we are doing, we are increasing the policy rate, creating a fiscal stress for ourselves, and that is creating the problem. Look, what is the what we are emphasizing is the austerity, cut your expenditure. What are the total expenditure of civil government? These are only 475 billion. If you convert into the percentage, these are only 7%. And this is further in form of salaries. So how can you reduce this? There is absolutely no advantage of any austerity measure. The only thing which can create a huge fiscal space is the markup payment. As I have told you, when we reduce the policy rate, you will be able to, for example, if the policy rate is becoming 3%, जो सरकारी सूद है ना वो 3% हो जाए, उसके ऊपर बैंक 3% मार्जिन ले लें, तो the total markup for the businessman will become about 6%. अब 6% पे अगर लोन मिले तो हमारे जो इर्द गिर्द लोग बैठे हैं, बेशुमार लोग उनमें से वो जो ये चाहेंगे कि वो लोन ले और उस पर बिजनेस करें. But if the markup is so high, then everyone will be terrified by this thing, and there will be no business opportunities. So this is the thing which is being exploited by the countries. They reduce the policy rate, the markup for the business becomes low, and the business are created, and that is what brings them out of the recession. Okay, so look, there was several employment programs in the past. For example, there was Kamyab Naujwan program which was launched in 2020, and in this Kamyab Naujwan program, the markup was 3 to 6%, and the policy rate is about 7%. So government has to provide subsidy on this program. In 2019, the same version of this was there, and the markup was 6 to 8%, and the subsidy was about 4 to 6%. And then CM Punjab Khud Rozgar scheme, this was launched in 2016, I guess. The markup was 0, and the entire markup was to be paid by the government in form of subsidy. Similarly, Prime Minister Youth Business Loan, that was having 6% markup and subsidy was 1%. Okay, so one way to create any, what is happening in all these things, you can see, if the markup for the business is less than 8%, the people can get the loans and they can start the business. And for this, government has to provide subsidy. Why they have to provide subsidy? Because they are keeping the policy rate up. अब वो उससे सूद जो बैंकों से लेते हैं उसके ऊपर कुछ मार्कअप जो है वो गवर्नमेंट पे करती है, एंड द रिमेनिंग मार्कअप इज टू बी पेड बाय द कंज्यूमर, और फिर उस तरह से बैलेंस होता है. लेकिन ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर लेते, यही 8% हम जो है वो कस्टमर के लिए या बिजनेसमैन के लिए मार्कअप रखें, एंड रिड्यूस द पॉलिसी रेट टू 3%, उस पर 3% बैंक का मार्जिन हो जाए, सारा मिला के 6% बन गया, वो ऑटोमेटिक इंसेंटिव बन गया. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ सब्सिडी एट ऑल. In addition to creating the jobs, there will be several other benefits of reducing policy rate as well. For example, simple is the calculation. If you have 20,000 debt, 20,000 billion worth of debt, if the policy rate is 10%, you will have to pay 2,000 billion on this. If the policy rate becomes 2%, you will have to pay only 400 billion. What will be the saving? 1,600 billion. And the 1,600 billion is very huge space. We are always talking about the defense budget. What is the total size of defense budget? 1,289 billion. And if you just reduce the policy rate to 2%, you can save much more than this amount. Such a huge amount is available. If government can find such a huge amount, they can make many things out of this. Second thing, if the business is initiated by the bank sponsorship, this is likely to be the formal business. And what will happen? The formal business will become a stream for the revenue for the government. The government can collect the tax on this, and this will become a permanent stream. We have discussed that there is benefit for the government, there is benefit for the public. Without any cost, government can create large number of employment opportunities by just reducing the policy rate. So why the government is reluctant to reduce the policy rate? This is because the SBP thinks that if they increase the policy rate, inflation goes down, and if they decrease it, the inflation may go up. This is the fear of inflation is the cause for maintaining high policy rate. And this is evident from the monetary policy statement. This is the monetary policy statement. You can see at its meeting on 28th January, Monetary Policy Committee decided to keep policy rate unchanged. The decision reflected the MPC view that outlook for inflation has remained broadly unchanged. What is the reason for deciding the policy rate? The reason is interest rate. And they think that if you increase the policy rate, you can reduce inflation and vice versa. But actually, this is very interesting. On June 25, they have reduced the policy rate, and the main reason for this was pandemic. But even then, they thought it necessary to bring in the inflation to justify this action, although there was no need for this. Uh, but what actually happens? Look, during the PPP government, the policy rate was about 12 to 14%, and inflation was 11 to 13%. And then in the PML government, the policy rate was 5 to 7%, and the inflation was 4 to 6%. So what happened? High policy rate, high inflation. Low policy rate, low inflation. But the SBP is thinking exactly opposite. So what happens actually, if the policy rate is going up, as I have said, the markup on the government owned debt, जो government ने खुद कर्जा लिया हुआ है ना, उसके ऊपर markup government खुद decide करती है. They can decide it to be 2%, they can decide it to be 6%, they can decide it to be 11%, and whatever they want. अब वो खुद से अगर 2% का ऑप्शन मौजूद हो के 11% वो चूज करते हैं, तो ये वो कुल्हाड़ी है जो अपने साथ अपने पाँव पे वो खुद मार रहे हैं. They can reduce the markup payment to 400 billion if they decide the policy rate to be 2%, but they have opted 7% this time, and having such a huge markup payment on the domestic debt. So here is a brief sketch. If the policy rate is reduced to 3%, the markup payment will reduce to 700 billion. Currently, this is 2600 billion. You can save 1900 billions out of this. This is the policy rate over the globe before pandemic and after pandemic. Look, the policy rate today in United States is 0.25, and if this was the policy rate in Pakistan, the cost of financing 10,000 billion will be only 25 billion. And today we have about 20,000 billion debt. And if this was the policy rate, we have to pay only 50 billion. But what we are paying 2,600 billion on the markup. The option is in our hand. We can decide the policy rate, but we are deciding such a high and creating a fiscal stress for ourselves. As I said, if we decide the policy rate to be 3%, we can save about 1,900 billion. And what can we do out of these 1,900 billion? We can give a straight 1,000 billion tax cut so that the business is facilitated, so that the public is facilitated, so that the inflation is reduced, and then we can give 50 billion to Higher Education Commission. The current allocation is 64. If they get 50 billion, this is just such a huge amount. And then you can give 25 billion to salaries. There was no rise in salaries in the current budget, and so on and so. After all these things, if you accommodate the health, if you accommodate the education, if you accommodate the Diyamit Bhasha Dam, if you accommodate the security, if you accommodate the health, all these things, after all this, you will have a surplus. So, okay. So one natural question: if there is reduction in policy rate, there must be some negative consequences as well. Yes, there are negative consequences, but those are for the banks. This time, there are only 11 banks which are allowed to lend to the government, and the allocation of 2,600 billion. ये आप यूं समझें कि the allocation for entire civil government is only 470. The allocation चलती है वफाकी हुकूमत, उसका बजट है 475 बिलियन, और जो बैंक को हम उठा के मार्कअप पे करते हैं वो कितना है 2600 बिलियन. और कितने बैंक हैं जो इस ट्रेडिंग में शामिल हैं? There are only 11 banks which are called primary dealers. So this 2,600 billion, which becomes about 7% of the GDP, this time in the recent budget, this has become 10% of the GDP. We are paying 10% of the GDP to 11 banks only. जितना 22 करोड़ लोग कमाते हैं, उस कमाई का 10वां हिस्सा उठा के सिर्फ वो 11 बैंकों को दे दिया जाता है। वो किसी जमाने में वो बुक किसी ने लिखी थी ना 22 फैमिलीज वाली, अब 22 नहीं है, अब सिर्फ 11 बैंक से जिन्होंने हमें लिटरली स्लेव बनाया हुआ है, वी आर स्लेव्स ऑफ, हम टैक्स पे करते हैं और सारा टैक्स वहीं पे जाता है, उनको पे होता है। This in this current year, the tax to GDP ratio is 9.8% and the markup payment is 10.7%. जितने टोटल टैक्स कलेक्शन होती है उससे कहीं ज्यादा हम उठा के बैंक्स को पे कर देते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डेट. Okay, so one simple solution for many problems: reduce the policy rate to 3%. What is going to happen, what I anticipate, अभी इन्फ्लेशन फिर से अपवर्ड ट्रेंड था लास्ट मंथ, इस मंथ का वो लो आया है, तो citing this the state bank will increase policy rate, but actually what they have to do, जो ये सारी एनालिसिस शो करती है, they have to reduce it. If they bring it down from 7% to 3%, they can have enough fiscal space to deal with all the problems created by the pandemic. Thank you very much. Thank you for providing me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Atiq, for your presentation and telling us about the policy rate management during this pandemic. Our next presenter